It's time for the Showdown! What is up, everybody? Dishnet 34 here, welcoming you to tonight's episode of the This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown episode number 64. Oh my goodness gracious. Welcome, one and all. It is the end of what for many has been a really hot week outside. But guess what? It's about to get a whole heck of a lot hotter tonight. Because we have 256 teams competing for a very good card tonight. Oh man, we are going to have 8 rounds of action with only 1 round to show for it on my end because my team sucks every single week. And this one is no different. But anyway, hopefully y'all are having a great week so far. Hopefully your perfect teams are in the playoff race. Hopefully they're doing well enough to at least stay in the league. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Let's get right to the action, shall we? So, we have 256 teams ready to compete tonight for a really good second base special edition card. Cupid Childs, second baseman from the 1892 Cleveland Spiders. Really good stuff right there. I don't know if there's one on the market right now. But from what I remember, let's see, maybe I can recall it here. Hang on. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Cupid Childs. Really good V-right bat. Some good defense over at second. Decent speed, decent stealing. He's got some good stuff. He's got some good attributes on him. So this is a card that a lot of people are going to want tonight. Might be the first one. No, it's not the first one. It's not the first one, definitely. There's been a couple that have been won in tournaments so far. But, yeah. So, let's go ahead and take a look at what team I got coming on here. So, this team is bad. Very bad. Not good at all. I mean, when Ron Guidry is your number 1 starter, you know it's not good. So Ron Guidry, Carl Hubble, which actually isn't a bad card. Got Marcus Stroman, which isn't bad either. Got the Silver Tim Hudson. You got Jerry Knops at the back end. They got Brad Brock, Sam Clay, Michael Felice, Tony Pena, Justin Steele, Jim Todd, and Roberto Hernandez in the bullpen. Not exactly what you would call premier guys. The only real premier guy, Roy Campanella at catcher. 100 overall as the perfect. Some good defense on him. 96 ability, 83 arm. Yadier Molina is the backup, so it's not terrible. Got Phil Clark and Andy Reese listed as the first baseman, which, let's see. Andy Reese is starting at first, for better or worse. Dustin Pedroia is at second. You got Brooks Robinson and Freddie Sanchez listed as third baseman. It's going to be Robinson starting at third. Sanchez is going to be on the bench. Then you got Maury Wills starting at short. Frank Parkinson backing up. They got Stan Musial and Judd Wilson listed as left fielders. Stan Musial is going to be the DH on the team. Then you got Joe DiMaggio and Bradley Zimmer. And then Joe Schultz over in right field. Don't blame the team. Blame the GM who drafted the team. Well, here's the thing. If we're going to do that, we're going to blame the game for not giving me a whole lot of good options to draft. Blame the RNG. Blame the RNG. So we're going to have Ron Guidry going in game one against the Paris Bulldogs, owned by Jaguar 20. But we're going to take a look at that team here in a little while. So are Gators just the TWIPT team? Well, fear not, Pond, because the Cartel are coming back next week for the weekly showdown. Finally got them in. They're going to be the showdown team from here on in. So, yay. Oh, man. Let's see. All right. Well, now it's time for that thing we all love the most about this tournament. It's time for the roll call. Time for the roll call. Let's see which 256 teams, well, actually, less than 256 teams, because there are teams that did not draft their team. They're going to be competing for that Cupid Childs tonight. So, get ready, get set, here we go. The ones that are actually going to be competing tonight are the Soda Springs Titans. They're facing off with the Vestavia Hills Walruses, who we're going to be saying goodbye to already tonight. The Bad News Bears facing off with the New York They Might Be Giants. The Yukon Silvers taking on the Cranberry Crackpots. The Egyptian Mummies taking on the Woodgate Aston Villa. The Gouverneur Destroyers facing off with the Paulus Hook Tabby Cat. The Pike City Pioneers, they're going to be gone. So they're going to get a first round bye to the Viridian City Nino Kings. Then you got the Seychelles Seashells versus the Olsen City Crow. The Los Angeles Vibes taking on the I Am Old and Slow. The New Hampshire Port Dogs will be taking on the Illinois Vikings. The Eichhoff Eldfall. The Hong Kong King Kong will be facing off with each other. Then we got the Beijing Bernie Doodles taking on the Arrow Grasshoppers. The Kansas City Butt Munchers taking on the Fortune Isle Foxes. The Golden Bananas taking on Chico's Bail Bondsmen. The Neriac Dark Elves taking on the Bridgewater Banana Slugs. The La Guara Tiburones will be getting a first round bye because the Crispy Bacon McGriddles forgot to draft their team. The Island of Catan Road Builders will be facing off with the CG CTC Brox. The Warwick Hurricanes will be taking on the Norwich Navigators. The Buy More Nerd Herd will be taking on the Pack Only Llamas. Then we got the Virginia Hunters getting a first round bye because the Irvington Miners forgot to draft their team. The Louisville Reds will have a first round bye because the Hypocrites forgot to draft their team tonight. Then you got the Richmond Rippers facing off with the SSP Sugar-Free Rockstars. The Richmond Ducks taking on the Binghamton Horsemen. The Clubberlangs taking on the Narragansett. Wait, nope, that's not how you pronounce it. It's pronounced Narragansett Quayhogs taking on the Carmichael Werewolves. Actually, no, Narragansett Quayhogs facing off with Clubberland. All right, here we go. Carmichael Werewolves taking on the Marvel Baseball Junkies. Then you got the Burlington Bisons giving the Yocamilco Axolotls a first-round bye because the Burlington Bisons forgot to draft their team. The Boston Dirt Dogs will be facing off with the Humongous Melonheads. The Baton Rouge Redbats will be taking on the T206s. The Narsh Returners will be taking on the El Monte Blazers. The Atlanta Gamers taking on the Motown Hitmakers. The Pete Webbers will be giving a first-round bye to the Portland Grizzlies because they apparently had some issues drafting their team. Then you got the Washington Monuments taking on the Seattle Malamutes. The Melmont Leeches taking on the West Ham United Hammers. The Market Drayton Millionaires will be taking on the Strapping Young Scrapple. The Paulus Hook Black Cats will be having a first-round bye because the Vancouver Tornado forgot to draft their team. Then you have the Parkdale Orange Kings taking on the Emmets Megalodons. The Los Angeles Doyers taking on the Iruma Blue Jays. The West Coast Villains will be facing the Kansas City Monarchs. The Castleberry Storm taking on the Seattle Aftershocks. The Adidas Nylon Pants will be taking on the Wash Park Rangers. The Camden Victory will be facing off with the Bleacher Creatures. And actually, the Bleacher Creatures are going to move on to round 2 right away. The New York Smokies will be facing the Los Angeles Terminators. The Westminster Tin Caps will be facing the Indianapolis Packs. Then you got the Thedford Lumberjacks facing off with the Mayo Sandwich. The Minnesota State Screaming Eagles, they face off with the Porta Johns. The Paxville Kings taking on the Providence Knights. The AGB3 GB3 will face off with the El Dorado Aztecs. The Hutto Hippos taking on the Alpha Omega. The Gulfport Stinking Skunks will be taking on the Detroit Fury. The OK Drinkers will be facing off with the New York Highlanders. The Mighty Bombjacks will be facing off with the Sundown Sloths. The Corona Hills Coyotes will be taking on the Houghton Pines. The SF Peach Kings will be facing off with the Carolina Legends. The Sockafoo Dingers will be facing off with the Lafayette Crawfish. And the Foul Pollo Gopher Balls will be getting a first round bye because the Waxhaw Whiners will forgot to draft their team. Then you got the Slam Diego Padres taking on the Inglorious Batters. The Hero Drivers taking on the Southington Gala. The Serenity Fireflies will be moving on to the second round because the Mar-a-Lago Super Spreaders forgot to draft their team. The Tacoma Roma will be facing off the Botafogo Sao Paulo. Then you got the Westminster, wait, this isn't cricket, taking on the Fubon Guardians. Then you got the Baltimore Blast taking on the Nashua Dodgers. The Asheville Reds will be getting a first-round bye, and so will the Lavender Town Lost Souls because the Long Beach Islanders and Fortuna Hills Bulldogs forgot to draft their teams. The Eggs Odorizzi Bomblets will be taking on Mr. Teddy's Cuddle Brigade. The Axolotl Tardigrades will be facing off with the Bowman Chrome. The Paris Bulldogs will be taking on your Miami Gators. And then the Elder Cat Tulus will be taking on the Chad Golden Rumps. The Leominster Blue Raiders will be taking on the Mine Hill House Bears. The Mudville Dead Sox will be taking on the Somerset Day Trippers. The New Zealand Breaks will be facing off with the Chicago Maples. The Gainesville Gators taking on the Minnesota Twinkies. The Great Lakes Burners will be facing off the Parthian Shots. And the Challenger Deep Walshes will be getting a first round bye because the San Diego Hustlers, well, guess what? They forgot to draft their team. Or just never chose to. Who knows? Then you got the Three True Outcomes taking on the Waterton Herons. The Sacramento Dabbing Slavs will be taking on the Albany Colony Diamond Dogs. The Sandy Springs Spikes will be facing off with the Winnipeg Goldeyes. The Seattle Scarlet Knights will be moving on to the second round because the Galaxy Stars chose not to draft their team. Also, the Fed Wheezy Fusion are going to be going on to the next round because the Missoula Jackalopes chose not to draft their team. The Pack-Only Players will be taking on the Beetlejuice Supernovas. Then we got the North Panhandle Golden Rubies facing off with the Letterkenny Irish. The Pasadena Data Gatherers will be getting a first-round bye because the Montreal Sycamores chose not to draft their team. The Waffletown Syrups will be facing off with the Finneytown Flames. The Hudson Railers will be facing off the Marshall Mice. The Irvine Slavs will be taking on the Woodstock Monks. The EVC's Banshees will be facing off with the Shangri-La Dragons. The Alamogordo Fat Men will be facing off with the Tucson Warthogs. The Bridgeville Bucks will be facing off with the Dallas Hams. The Charlton Killer K's will face the Lowell Padres. The Kashiwa Rough Riders will be facing off with the Gunslingers. The AGB-GB will face off with the Screamin' Wannabes. The Toronto Suns will be facing off with the Shallot Stingers. Then we got the Used Chickens taking on the Outer Omega Tipsy Pigs. The Chesterfielders taking on the Eugene Emeralds. The Pittsburgh Pirates will be facing off the Armstrong Cheese. The Alabama Mockingbirds facing off with the Castroville Mashers. The Outer Banks Aviators will be facing off with the Central Illinois Cougars. And we got the Crozet Storm Kings taking on the Bamberg Old Timers. The Atmospheric Oxygen will be facing off with the Erie Drearies. The Downey Tasmanian Devils will be facing off with the Virginia Tech Hokies. Then you got the Favs That's a name right there, facing off with the Florida G-Men. Then we got the Mira Mesa Marauders taking on the Kentucky Coal Miners. The Long Beach All-Stars taking on the Cube Star Factory. The Ellis Island Hopefuls taking on the Dunder Mifflins. Then you got the Kentucky Fried taking on the Outrimer Hospitalers. And then you got the Providence White Mice facing off with the Kansas City Rack-A-Ribs. The Vulcan Pirates will be taking on the Los Angeles Sharks. And the Miami Odyssey will face off with the Etobicoke Heads of State. Then we got the New York NY Metros taking on the Temple City Tiger Cats. Then we got the Toms River Little League Champs taking on the Westerly Pawsox. And then we got LJ Hosemad taking on the Tribune Jackrabbits. Dinosaur Bob and the Pimlico Pirates will be taking on the Wisconsin Legends. The Hell's Gate Hyenas taking on the Excel Spreadsheets. The Breslow Binturongs taking on the Dukes Dodgers. The Seldom Seen Cardinals taking on the Narragansett Loggers. Then we got the Fairburn Flames taking on the Beaver College Knights. The Charlie's Chaps will be taking on the Raleigh Hellbenders. The St. Clair Bats on a Post will be facing off with the Cacao Bears. The Sexton Summit Purple Warriors will be facing off with the Richmond Hill Riot. Then we got the Humptown Stankers taking on the Pittsburgh Irates. The Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Garwood Mustangs. Ponyboy Curtis taking on the Newark Bears. Then we got the Orlando Orange Kings taking on the Manchester Camels, the Bristol Mad Dogs, taking on the Louisville Southsiders, the Sundown Cats taking on the Metropolis Slipnuts, the Falstaff Fiery Furnaces facing off with the Valinor Eagles, the Andy Messersmiths taking on the Chicago Corgis, the Murray Punishers facing off with the Vancouver Asahi, and last but not least, the Observatory Park Otters taking on the Edmonton Whales. Alrighty. All right. Whew. There's your 256 teams, minus quite a few there, who are going to be actually competing for tonight's prize. Don't worry about the time. Don't worry about the time. I wasn't worried about the time this time. Alrighty. So, take a look at our opponents tonight. The Paris Bulldogs, owned by Jaguar 20. Let's see what they got going on here. Okay, let's see. Fritz Dorisch, Logan Gilbert, Tony Gonsolin, Tim Hudson, and Matt Peacock in their rotation. Whew. Okay, not terrible. Fifth starter. There have been some circumstances where I can't find some guys in the bronze and silver rounds too. I got it. I gotcha. Then we got Tyler Alexander, Tommy Hunter, Dennis Kinney, Cody Ponce, Joely Rodriguez, Tom Wilhelmsen, and Eddie Fisher in the bullpen today. Catching, you got Tim McCarver as the perfect call right here. Not a bad option right there. Then you got Cam Carrion backing up. Evan White over at first base. Good defensive card right there. Can hit a little bit too. They got Luis Arias, Tom Carey, and Rob Wilfong listed as second baseman. It will be Wilfong taking the spot over at second. Then you got Ryan Zimmerman. That is franchise heroes Ryan Zimmerman over at third base. And you got Dobie Moore over at shortstop. Outfield has Tommy Edman and Roy White in left field. You got Roy White going to be starting out there. Jay Payton and Manny Margot listed as center fielders, and it's going to be Margot getting the call in center field. They got Mookie Betts and Austin Kearns. Boots? What is this, Dora the Explorer? Mookie Betts starting in right field, and Austin Kearns at DH for this team. So some good stuff. Some interesting choices here. We'll see how this goes. I'm kind of liking my chances. But we'll see what happens. So, yeah, Becky Moots. Sure, that's kind of what my brain was starting to think about there, I guess. First round loss confirmed. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I'd have a bad team. I do have a bad team. That is true. Tonight the night Dish wins. We'll see what happens. Well, okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, my liking of my chances is maybe about a 4. So, very, very mild liking of my chances. Yeah, more like -4. Yeah, that's true. Oh, man. So we got 3 minutes until the next simulation. We're going to go ahead and we're going to actually preview next week's tournament real quick while we have a chance. So we're going to head on over to my regular account, which is going to have this draft next week. And next week is a good one. Already have 19 teams in here. And I implore all that are watching tonight, whether you're entering one team or you're like one of the teams someone pointed out in chat that put 11 or so, which good for you, I guess. Draft your teams. We want to be a competitive tournament. Draft your teams, please. That's all we ask. Is to just draft your teams. You know, let fate leave luck to fate. You know what I mean? Like, also, but also 11 teams, you're kind of taken away from quite a few others. Let's just be blunt about this. But please, draft your teams. I'll say it again one more time if I haven't gotten my point across. Draft your teams. Thank you. Discount Tire Company. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh yeah, I didn't even say what the prize was. Because I was so adamant about people drafting their teams. So first place next week is going to get center fielder Amos Strunk from the 1915 Philadelphia Athletics. And you got second place getting special edition right fielder Babe Ruth from the 1929 New York Yankees. Then we got third and fourth getting special edition starting pitcher Wilbur Wood from the 1971 White Sox. Fifth through eighth place is going to get starting pitcher Nap Rucker from the 1908 Brooklyn Superbas. And then ninth through 16th is going to get special edition center fielder Coco Crisp for the 2013 Oakland A's. Alrighty. So some good stuff for next week's tournament. So let's go ahead and go back to this week's tournament. And we're about a couple minutes off. Yeah, assuming the timer doesn't run out. Now, I give kudos to those, and I give a condolences to those that did start to draft their teams, but unfortunately were not able to complete it either due to the timer running out on them or other existential circumstances. Those I can forgive. But if you just straight up don't draft your teams, that's just me. So we are ready for the first sim. Gonna go ahead and get my handy dandy receipt from lunch today, covering the old timer in the top right corner, and we'll see what happens here in round one. Now, Kaz Cappy saying that 90 wood card is a good card. Sells for under 20K. Card is worth a lot more. Interesting. I've heard some decent stuff about the Wilbur Wood card. I think it's a knuckleballer as well. Alrighty, just let's see. Let's see. Just going back through chat. That's all I'm doing. Alright, just waiting on that first sim to come on in. Might take a little bit longer since we have 256 teams now, but overall, we're going to have a good time here tonight. Oh, man. So how y'all doing tonight? Hopefully y'all are having a good night so far. Hopefully y'all are getting ready for the weekend, ready for Independence Day weekend here in the U.S. Shout out to all of our Canadian friends as well who celebrated Canada Day yesterday. Happy belated Canada Day over there. Yeah, so some good stuff coming up this weekend. A very patriotic weekend here for some parts in North America. Eating nothing but dogs for the next 3 days. Hopefully hot dogs, let's be honest with ourselves here. But man, hot dog, man, I could go for a hot dog right about now. Oh yeah, that's right. And a happy belated Bobby Bonilla Day to all our Mets fans out there today. All right. Ready for the alien invasion. I get that reference. Let's see. Don't eat Dogberry. Yeah, don't eat our friend Dogberry over here. Jeez. Kudos to Steve Phillips, I guess. Rainy weekend for Vicarious. Oh man, hopefully you stay dry this weekend, man. All right, the first sim is in. How bad is this gonna be? I will be absolutely shocked if this team wins a game. I'll be absolutely gobsmacked if we win a game. But, weirder things have happened. Weirder things have certainly happened. Here goes something. All right, to the game screen we go. We pick it up in the bottom of the first. 2 on, nobody out for the Gators with Stan Musial at the plate. Maury Wills on second, Pedroia on first. Face off with Logan Gilbert. First pitch is lined into the outfield for a base hit. Wills will score easily. Here comes Pedroia for third. He's going to round third and stop there. And it's an RBI double for Stan Musial, and the Gators are up 1-0 early. Not a bad start there for the Gators. And here's Joe DiMaggio, the center fielder. Second and third, nobody out. The first pitch from Gilbert, and that one's blasted into right center field. Going back and gone. Ball go far for Joe DiMaggio. And the Miami Gators come out of the gate quickly. 4-0 Gators. Whoa, Nelly. We pick it up now. We move all the way to the bottom of the fourth. Joe Schultz at the plate facing Logan Gilbert. Count 2-2, nobody on, 1 out. The pitch, and that one's blasted down the line to right. Gone! Ball go far for Joe Schultz. And the Gators are up 5-0. Bit of home run derby for the Gators here in the first few innings. And we move all the way to the top of the ninth. With 2 outs and nobody on, Dobie Moore at the plate for the Paris Bulldogs. Is this going to be a first-round victory for the Gators? The first pitch, fly ball, right field. Deep but playable for Schultz, and he makes the play. And the Miami Gators are moving on to round number 2. Final score, 6-0. Okay. So that's a thing. That is a thing. That just happened. So we're moving on to round 2. Got about 3.5 minutes to the next sim. Take a look at the box score for this. So Maury Wills did well, 2 for 3. Musial 2 for 4. DiMaggio had the homer. They got Andy Reese going 2 for 4 from the 9 slot. Yeah, I know, Dogberry. I'm as surprised as you are. I like that you're using my my new Dishnet what emote that I have on my personal channel. Love it. So Ron Guidry went 8 innings, 9 Ks, 4 walks, and only 3 hits are against him. Well, there was the walks from Guidry, but dang, only 3 hits. It's not bad. Not bad at all. So let's take a look at our opponents in round 2. And it's this team right here, owned by Idolatro25. Take a look at their team real quick. So they had Stan Kovaleski in the first round. Complete game shutout. Facing off with the Fortune Isle Foxes in round number 1. So let's take a look at their roster here. They got Stan Kovaleski at their number 1 spot, and they're going to throw out Mordecai Brown here in Game 2. They also have Dixie Walker, Chuck Carey, and Wei-Yen Chen in their rotation. In their bullpen, they got Kurt Barclay, Garrett Clevenger, John Curtis, Johnny Rutherford, Junichi Tozawa, and Wayne Gomes in the bullpen. Hitting-wise, oh boy, Bill Dickey as their catcher. Whoo, Nelly, okay. They got Jan Gomes backing up. Ted Kluszewski starting at first base for them. Felipe Alou backing up. Got Johnny Evers at second with Brett Abernathy also listed over there. Got Fred McMullen and Ossie Vitt. Bo Bichette over at short with Wilfredo Tovar backing up. Then the outfield got Brenton Doyle, Clyde Engel, Bill Verdon, Frank Schulte, and Bob Will. So some interesting stuff right there. Take a look at how they're lining up here. Okay, so they got a few lefties there at the top of the order. Evers, Schulte, Kluszewski, and Dickey. It looks like I'm going to be sending Hubble to the mound, so should be interesting. Looks like their versus lefty lineup had a couple of changes. So they have Engel at the third slot, moving him up. Got Bill Dickey, Ted Kluszewski, Bo Bichette, Frank Schulte, Felipe Alou, and Fred McMullen in their starting lineup. Interesting stuff. Let's see how some of the people in the chat, some of our chat denizens did in round 1. Let's see. Fernando Mania was 1 out away from a complete game shutout for Drunken Superman. Ooh, that's a good start right there. First round loss for EVC. Tim Gross got eliminated. Torgonius' team got 2 hit in round 1. Oof. But one of those hits was an Oscar Campbell solo shot, and they won 1-0. Oh my goodness. Well, that is a win is a win is a win. A win is a win is a win. Drunken Superman, you know your game went well when Roberto Perez hits a 3-run homer. That is certainly true. Let's see. V. Trudell, 1 and done again. DJ TX's Larkin went 0 for 5 versus a Jim Unknown. Oof, that's not fun. Rich Jimny won round 1. Coyote Elysium lost in round 1. Let's see. Yeah, some good stuff. Penguin City Pizza having some faith in me, saying I should win this one. Well, more power to you, dude. Because I don't think so. I mean, they have Bill Dickey at catcher. So I'm already not liking my chances. But Three Finger? Could be interesting. Definitely be interesting. Let's see. Where can I see? Mordecai Brown. I mean, he's one of the better gold SE starters out there. That's for darn sure. Good curveball there. Decent stuff. Interesting movement. Decent control. 97 curveball there. Has more stuff against lefties, so we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to round 2. Rich Jimny has seen Oscar Gamble walk-off grand slam against the Red Sox on Mother's Day many moons ago. Interesting. Didn't know he did that. How about that? So let's see. We are waiting for the second sim to come on down the line. Let's go ahead and go to the title screen here and patiently await our fate. Here in round 2, 128 teams are left in this one, and the sim is in. And of course, can't download the sim. Using my hand to block out the screen because it kicked me out for some dumb reason. To the highlights we go. See what happens. All right, to the game screen we go. And we pick it up here in the bottom of the third. Gators have nobody on and nobody out for Brooks Robinson. First pitch from Mordecai Brown, and that one's lifted into left field. Very deep, going back angle, it's gone! Ball go far for Brooks Robinson! And the Miami Gators take a 1-0 lead here in round 2. Whoa, Nelly! A fast start for the Gators, and we head to the top of the fourth. Carl Hubble on the mound. Runner on first, nobody out for Clyde Engel. 3-0 pitch, and he walked him ball 4. So 2 on, nobody out. Now bring Bill Dickey to the plate. Count 2-1, the pitch coming from Hubble. That one's blasted into left field. Very deep, going back Wilson, and that one's gone. Lefty on lefty, opposite field crime for Bill Dickey. And Kansas City takes a 3-1 lead. Oh, goodness. And we stay in the top of the fourth. Hubble in trouble now. 3-1 to Fred McMullen, and that one's blasted into left center field, and that one's gone. 2 3-run shots off of Carl Hubble in the inning, and Kansas City is pulling away early at 6-1. And it's gotten worse. 7-3 now for Kansas City. Runner on first, 1 out. And Jim Todd on the mound for the Gators facing Bill Dickey, the 2-1. And that one's gonna go. Second homer of the game for Bill Dickey. This one a 2-run shot. And Kansas City increases their lead to 9-3. And now it's 11-3 as Ted Kluszewski comes to the plate and Justin Steele throws a wild pitch. I'll send Dickey to second, and Kluszewski will do what now? Homer. Make it 13-3. This is still the traditional round 1, so it counts as a round 1 loss, right? Well, maybe. So let's just go to bomb 9, 2 out. There it is. Garrett Clevenger to Andy Reese, ground ball to first, and Kluszewski will step on the bag to end it. Well, Kansas City going on to round 3 with a 13-3 victory over the Miami Gators. A convincing and devastating victory. 13-3, the final score. So, that was bad. That was very bad. Absolutely bad. Very bad. No good. Horrible. Not good. When Brooks Robinson goes yard, you know you're going to lose. Oh, man. At least I didn't commit as many errors. I mean, there's some silver lining, I guess. Didn't help that Hubble was absolute garbage. So, this tournament run is over. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So, yeah, that's a thing that just happened. So now let's see who's all here in round 3 as we take a look at the schedule here. So we got the Long Beach All-Stars and the Charlotte Stingers, Dinosaur Bob and the Pimlico Pirates, the Albany Colony Diamond Dogs, the Houghton Pines and the West Ham United Hammers, Pittsburgh Irates and the Arrow Grasshoppers, the Richmond Hill Riot and the Soda Springs Titans, Tacoma Aroma and the Richmond Ducks. Then you got the Garwood Mustangs and Los Angeles Vibes, Vancouver Asahi and the Marvel Baseball Junkies, Chicago Corgis and the Gunslingers, Sockafew Dingers and Chester Fielders, the Fairburn Flames and the Challenger Deep Walshes, the Alpha Omega and the Clubber Langs. Then you got the Inglorious Batters and the Bridgewater Banana Slugs, the Falapoyo Gopher Balls and the Mudville Dead Sox, the Lavender Town Lost Souls and the Portland Grizzlies, the Adidas Nylon Pants and the Seattle Malamutes, the Los Angeles Terminators and the Charlton Killer K's, the Paxville Kings and the Yukon Silvers, the Falstaff Fiery Furnaces and the SGCTC Brocs, the Mayo Sandwich and the Louisville Reds, the Favs team right there, the Central Illinois Cougars, then we got the Vulcan Pirates and Chico's Bail Bondsmen, the Westminster, wait, this isn't cricket, and the Boston Dirt Dogs, the Carolina Legends and the Sandy Springs Spikes, the Exoterizi Bomblets and the New Hampshire Port Dogs, the Bamberg Old Timers and the Egyptian Mummies, the Breslau Binturongs and the Watertown Herons, the Southington Gala and the Bymore Nerd Herd, the Temple City Tiger Cats and Kansas City team down there. And then we got the Newark Bears, the Alamogordo Fat Men, the Erie Drearies and the Motown Hitmakers, and the Seldom Seen Cardinals, and the T206s. So we're going to go to the title screen real quick, and we are going to move on to another Counto Mine. And then we're going to go ahead and do a little game that we like to call Call Your Shot. So for those of you who don't know what Call Your Shot is, we have quite a few. We have quite a few packs that we're going to be opening tonight. We have 28 of them, in fact. 25 regular packs, 2 silver packs, and 1 gold pack, as you'll see here in just a second. Who do I report a glitch to? Talk with Nicolino, or... yeah, I think talk with Nicolino about that, because... Roman a day, did you hear your name on the roll call? Or see your name in the roll call? Because that's kind of weird that haven't been scheduled to play a game. No perfect packs? Because perfect packs are gone, Teddy-O. Perfect packs are gone, my man. So here are your 28 packs tonight. Should be interesting. But here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. Call your shot. Dishnet pulled every Build a Legend twice last night, so hope he's still hot. I don't know if I'm still hot. That was my pack-only team, Gabagoo. That was my pack-only team. So we'll see what happens. So we're going to be putting a form in the chat here in just a second, and if you get your calls correct, you'll win some perfect points. So if you call a live diamond, you'll win 15,000 perfect points. If you call a live perfect, you'll win 50,000 perfect points. If you call a historical diamond, you'll win 75,000 perfect points. If you call a historical perfect, you will win 100,000 perfect points. Now, if you call a bronze Build-A-Legend card, you'll win 25,000 perfect points. And if you call a diamond limited edition card, like that new Jesse Rhodes we got last night, or a couple nights ago actually, you'll win 90,000 perfect points. So, a couple of reminders. Only one entry is allowed per person, and be as specific as possible. Only call one card on your entry. And also be specific as possible when you make your call. All right. If we're ready to go, you'll have 2.5 minutes to fill out the form. Get ready. Get set. And go. Call your shot is open. Call your shot is open. All right, let's see what we got coming down the pipeline in terms of calls tonight. We have 25 regular packs, 2 silver packs, and 1 gold pack tonight. Lots of interesting calls right off the bat. Build a Legend Joe Nathan. 100 Noodles Han. Man, I would love a Noodles Han. Take another drink of water there. I would love a 100 Noodles Han straight up. Brandon Woodruff. That's interesting right there. Jimmy Rollins, Braun Build a Legend. Another Wade Boggs. Oh, man, I'd love a Wade Boggs, but, man, he's not getting the start. He's not getting the start over Mawanda Franco, man. Live Buxton, that would be interesting. Jerry Royce, perfect historical legend. I'd love a Royce, too. Love a Jerry Royce. Jimmy Collins, Eddie Murray, some good stuff. We are down to just about 90 seconds. If you haven't gotten your call in, get it in now. All right, going back to perfect? Don't know yet, Pond. We'll have to wait till Sunday to figure that out. Good stuff, good stuff. Might not start that Boggs dish, but man, does it sell too. You know, I might just, you know what? If I pull a Boggs, maybe I'm selling it. I might sell it. See that cost Longhorns leading the wild card race in this league? It does certainly look like it. All right, we're down to about 45 seconds left. 45 seconds left to go. Get your call in if you have not already. Meanwhile, a new file is available in my Diamond League. See what happens. Hey, a nice 7-6 win right there. All right, last call. Down to 20 seconds, 20 seconds. And now we are at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And call your shot is closed. Call your shot is closed. Alrighty, we have 217 responses in the forum tonight. Let's start ripping some packs. Let's hope for some good stuff, guys. Let's hope for some good stuff tonight. And the first pack we are gonna get, we'll have Build a Legend right off the bat. It never stops. It never stops. So if you haven't seen my streams from Thursday on my channel and Monday on my channel, you really should, because I was pulling Build-A-Legends like there was no tomorrow. So let's see if anybody called a Build-A-Legend Andrew McCutcheon. And looks like we have one lucky soul who did that. And that is Goat Fishman. Goat Fishman is a winner tonight of 25,000 perfect points for calling Build-A-Legend Andrew McCutcheon. Congratulations. Congratulations. You'll be getting that 25 grand later tonight or sometime tomorrow. Depends on when the powers that be get to it. Congratulations. All right. Let's keep on going. We also had Tyler O'Neill in there, David Lee, Joel Finch, but who cares about them? All right, next pack we get, Hardware Hero Nate McLouth from the 2008 Pittsburgh Pirates. Interesting card right here. 59 contact, 70 power, 54 eye, and 56 defense. We also got Casey Sadler from the Seattle Mariners and Kiuri Mela from the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, next pack, please. And what are we going to get? We're going to get Jorge Lopez from the Baltimore Orioles and Chad Sobotka from the Milwaukee Brewers. Got Bobby Castillo, and we also got Andrew Vaughn, live card from the Chicago White Sox. Awesome. Good stuff right there. Let's keep on going. Also got Connor Joe in here. Good buddy Connor Joe. And next pack we get Jared Eichhoff from the New York Mets, along with Cleo Carlisle as a historical iron. Not terrible. Not terrible. Let's keep going. What else we getting? And we got Reed Nichols from the 1983 Red Sox, Geraldo Guzman from the 2000 Diamondbacks, and Luis Guillorme from the New York Mets. Interesting pack there. Not a whole lot to go on. Let's keep going. Anything in this one? Yes, it is. Oh, my God. This game loves to give me Build-A-Legends nowadays, and I have no clue why. Todd Helton from the 06 Colorado Rockies, Build-A-Legend. Let's see if anybody called him. And it looks like we do have a few winners here for Mr. Helton. We have And our Chris T as a winner tonight. We have Morlock as a winner. We have Archlick as a winner tonight. Congratulations to you three. You have just won 25,000 perfect points for calling Build-A-Legend Todd Helton. Congratulations. That's a good call. That was an interesting call, but you guys got it. Awesome stuff right there. Alrighty, let's keep on keeping on here, and let's try to get some more stuff, shall we? Next pack, and we get some historical gold action with Roy Johnson from the 1933 Boston Red Sox. 81 overall card there, 70 contact, 72 power, 62 eye, and 44 defense. Also got Bill Crouch from the Philadelphia Phillies, and Walter Gilbert from the 1929 Brooklyn Dodgers. Next pack, please. What do we get? And we got Kyle Freeland from the Colorado Rockies and Daniel Zamora from the New York Mets. Let's keep on keeping on. And the next pack we get is Jorge Mateo from the San Diego Padres, Rowan Wick from the Chicago Cubs, Tommy Hunter from the New York Mets, Win Noyes from the 1917 A's, and Bose Berger from the 1937 Chicago White Sox. 19 more packs to go. Let's see what we're getting. Anything good? Nope. Anthony Swarzak from the Kansas City Royals. And absolutely nothing else. Stevie Wilkerson. Can we just kind of like push his face into frame there a little bit? That thanks in advance. Next pack we get historical silver Jerry Lynch from the 1958 Cincinnati Reds. 81 contact, 63 power, 24 eye, and an abysmal 35 defense. Also got Philip Evans from the Pittsburgh Pirates, Jared Eichhoff from the New York Mets, and Bose Berger once again from the White Sox. Let's keep going. And next pack we get live silver, Will Harris from the Washington Nationals. Also have Jordan Luplow as our obligatory bronze, along with Al Schroll and Rudy Regaldo as our historical irons in this pack. Not a whole lot to go on there, but let's keep going. And we got a couple of bronzes this time. Taylor Ward and Kyle Isbell from the Kansas City Royals. Some interesting stuff there. Kyle Isbell, not a bad bronze whatsoever. Next pack, please. And we got a couple of bronzes here as well. We got Williams Astudillo from the Minnesota Twins and Eduardo Escobar from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Next pack, what do we get? And we got one obligatory bronze, and it's Adam Duvall from the Miami Marlins. 60 overall card right there. Really close to being an iron. We also got Danny Shell from the 54 Phillies as a historical iron as well. Next pack, we get Eric Fetty, Cody Whitley, and Rafael Montero as our bronzes. And literally nothing else of value. Next one, that's gold, and that's Alex Bregman from the Houston Astros as not a historical gold, but a live gold. We also got another Nate McLouth and Ha-Seong Kim from the San Diego Padres. Interesting stuff there. Let's keep on keeping on. Down to 11 packs to go. And we got recently optioned Yermin Mercedes from the White Sox, Kevin Kiermaier from the Rays, Mike Mayers from the Angels. Good stuff there. Let's keep going. And then we got Noli Paredes from the Houston Astros and Faith Throneberry from the 1952 Boston Red Sox. Let's keep going. And then we got some live silver action with Jose Quintana from the LA Angels. We also got Rhys Hoskins from the Philadelphia Phillies and Edward Bazardo from the Boston Red Sox. 8 more packs to go with 5 more regular packs. What are we getting? Tyler Chatwood, Not a whole lot to go on there. We also got Josh Gear from the 09 Padres. Let's keep on keeping on. And then we got Danny Jansen from the Toronto Blue Jays, Yuris Familia from the Mets, Jeffrey Springs from the Rays, and Matt Parasho from the 97 Anaheim Angels as a historical iron. 6 more packs to go. What are we getting? Ooh, some historical silver action with Joe Randa from the Kansas City Royals, and another Build-A-Legend. OMG. Really? Mike Mussina, Build-A-Legend. Mike Mussina, Build-A-Legend. Who's winning this? We have Simple Enigma as a winner tonight. And Rob Deer in the Headlights as a winner tonight. Congratulations to both of you. Congratulations. You're going to be getting 25,000 perfect points for that victory right there. Congratulations. 25 grand. Nicely done. All right. We got 5 more packs. 5 more packs to go. Let's keep going. And we got Marcus Semien from the Toronto Blue Jays as a live silver. Sad Fetty coming down for him. We also got Larvell Blanks from the Cleveland Indians. 67 overall card there. And literally no one else of value. All right. Last regular pack. What are we getting? And we got Bobby Cox from the 1968 New York Yankees, Luis Urias from the Brewers, Patrick Wagle from the Brewers, and Tyler Matzik as a silver from the Atlanta Braves. Alrighty, let's go to the silver packs. What are we getting? First one, we got Brent Suter and Danny Duffy as our silvers. Not bad. We also have Steve Melter from the 1909 St. Louis Cardinals. Not a whole lot going on there. Last silver pack. Where are we going? And we got live silver Tommy Pham from the San Diego Padres. Hopefully he can teach me some Muay Thai sometime. You know, I've kind of always wanted to learn. All right, 1 more pack to go. It's a gold pack. What are we getting? Dylan Cease from the Chicago White Sox. 81 overall, live gold there. We also have Ramon Urias from the Baltimore Orioles and Kurt Suzuki from the LA Angels. Bill Wamsgans and Matt Beatty in the cut as well. All right. So that's going to do it for the pack ripping. Not a whole lot going on there, but we did get a few winners of 25,000 perfect points for calling Build-A-Legend Andrew McCutcheon, Build-A-Legend Todd Helton, and Build-A-Legend Mike Mussina. So some good stuff there. At least we got people going home as winners tonight. So that's always good to hear. Alrighty. So, let's go ahead and we're going to move on a little bit. We're going to actually take a look back at the at this week's tournament, see where we're at, see if we have any, see where we're at in the tournament, see if we got anything good going on over there. As I accidentally clicked the wrong button, because of course I do. Let's see. How upset will you be when the Ducks win the division? I will not really be upset at all because it'll be a very close matchup. It'll be very close right to the end. But I will be sad because I'm probably going to be missing out on the wild card. All right, we are into round 5. Round 5. We are 1 round away from the quarterfinals. So let's go ahead and take a look and see who we have in round number 5. We have the Los Angeles Vibes and the Challenger Deep Walshes, the the Newark Bears and the Gunslingers, the Richmond Hill Riot and the Alpha Omega, the Tacoma Aroma and the Lavender Town Lost Souls, the Charlotte Stingers and the Chesterfielders, Dinosaur Bob and the Pimlico Pirates and the Sandy Spring Spikes. We also have the Marvel Baseball Junkies and the Seattle Malamutes, the West Ham United Hammers, and the Mudville Dead Sox. Alrighty. So some interesting teams still left in it. And they're getting to the back end of their rotations. So we'll see what happens. Should be interesting to see what happens. So let's go ahead and we're going, while we're waiting to get to the finals. We're going to go ahead and draft next week's This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown team, which already has 114 teams in the tournament. So if you're not in already with a team that you know you're going to be drafting with, by the way, do your drafts. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we get. Maybe I get some good cards in the perfect round. That'd be great. Maybe I get a Noodles in the first round. You never know. In fact, do your drafts now while you still have the time. Why not? Because that's what I'm going to do right about now. So we are playing for an Amos Strunk from the 1915 Phillies. I'm not Phillies. Athletics. The Philly Athletics. All right. So here goes something. All right, we got Juan Marichal, Max Lanier, Todd Helton, Cupid Childs, Andrew McCutcheon, and Wander Franco. Oh, buddy, this is the first round. Okay, I could either go with Cupid Childs, which, by the way, here's Cupid Childs. Pretty interesting bat profile here. But Wander Franco's also here. Wander Franco, that's my regular third baseman. Wander Franco, that's who I'm going with. He mashes, man. He freaking mashes, and I'm going for him. All right, let's see who we got here in the first diamond round. Ooh, we got John Kruk. We got Bobby Parnell. We got Emerson Hancock. Special edition Grady Sizemore. We got Ray Boone. We got Shane Bieber. I kind of like Kruk in this one. It's not a good round, but it's not a terrible one either. We got Bobby Parnell in here. A lot of people love Bobby Parnell. It's a little weird to draft a reliever in the second round, but we're going to go with John Kruk here. See what happens. That'll lock up first base. But also Bobby Parnell is here, and he's really good. We're going to go Kruk. We're going to go offense early here. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, okay. We got George Scales. We got Joe McGinnity. We got Pie Traynor. We got Frank Snyder. We got Brandon Phillips. And we got Riley Green. Not the best round in the world. Joe McGinnity could be an interesting starter. George Scales really can't play short. Phillips is a decent defensive second baseman. I mean, the range isn't quite there. Riley Green is a decent corner outfielder. Yeah, Frank Snyder, not a terrible catcher. Oh, boy. No, I got to go pitcher here. I need to get a pitcher in this round. It's going to be McGinnity. Let's get McGinnity. Let's move on to the gold rounds. So we got George Smith, Billy Coate, Jack Flaherty, Odell Hale, Colin McHugh, Adam Lind, Wayne Garrett, Trot Nixon, Les Bell, Dom DiMaggio, Miguel Batista, and Ron Taylor. DiMaggio? Yeah, I'm getting Dom. Getting Dom DiMaggio. Let's see. Who else can we take? Who else? Trot Nixon's not defender. Adam Lind? Meh. I mean, Les Bell could be a DH, but not at this point in the draft. Ron Taylor? You know what? Miguel Batista. Let's get him. Wayne Garrett, that is not a second baseman, nor is it really a third baseman. Excuse me, we do not tolerate Trot Nixon slander. I mean, I look at these defensive stats here, and I do not see a good outfielder. Now, he can certainly hit a little bit, but not for what I'm looking for. I think I gotta go with Coke. So I'm gonna go. Oh shoot. Oh, it's gotta be either Coke or Batista. Shoot. Going with Batista because starters matter more. Next round. What are we getting? All right, we got James Paxton. We got Lance Parrish. C.J. Wilson, Chase Utley, A.J. Minter, Felix Rodriguez, Tony Clark, Rafael Soriano, Fred Green, Emmanuel Clase, Hank Sauer, and Don Gullett. Franco Stink at short. I mean, he can certainly play short, but I'd rather use him at third. Let's see. Gullett's a fly ball guy. I mean, we have DiMaggio out there, but still. Wilson's a ground baller. Might as well grab him. Parrish is more arm than ability. I might as well go with him right now just to have somebody at catcher. I mean, Rafael Soriano exists. Man, he's extreme fly ball, though. It also depends on what I use for my middle infield. That's gonna matter as well. Oh goodness. Okay, so we're gonna get Wilson, we're gonna get Parrish, we're gonna move on. There we go. Now we're back. And, ooh, Tyler Soderstrom. We got Moose Solters. We got Scott Barlow. We got Bill Stafford. We got Scott Brocious. We got Ben Pascal. Sandy Alomar Jr., Javier Baez, Hank Bauer, Francisco Morales, Jim Acker, and Tanner Scott. Let's grab Acker. First things first. And then, do we go Javi? Just for the defense? Also, Scott Brocious looks interesting. Or do we go Francisco Morales and absolutely stack our pitching? No, I got to work on my middle infield here. Let's grab Javi. Let's grab Javi and move on. Also, Moose Solters, though. Oh, man. Baez or Solters. Baez or Solters. I don't like the crop of middle infielders in the silver rounds. Morales is better than the other 2 gold pitchers you took. Oh, man, but come on now. Maybe I do take Morales? So we're thinking... But I need a bullpen guy. You know what? We'll take Morales. I'm still not sold on Baez. But I kind of want to get an outfielder here. Let's grab Solters. We'll take our chances in the silver rounds. Alright, let's see what we got. We have Earl Francis, Lonnie Chisenhall, Drew Steckenrider. We got Kevin Gross, Cole Henry, Zaza Harvey, Bert Niehoff, Jose Alvarado, Ken Heintzelman, John Littlefield, Josh James, and Daryl Boston. Bert Niehoff. That's actually not a bad second baseman. So let's take Niehoff. No, not Harvey. Niehoff. Chisenhall could be a decent third baseman if I really wanted to move Franco to short. Kevin Gross is here as well. I got 4 starting pitchers. I really need to work on the batting here. What's Heintzelman look like? Extreme fly ball. Interesting pitcher there. Littlefield. Okay, I need to take a reliever. I need to take a reliever here. I mean, Kevin Gross looks interesting. Earl Francis was a ground baller. Cole Henry's a strong pitcher. I mean, I've seen some bad outings with Cole Henry in tournaments. Yeah, he got all the good pitchers for silver. Chisenhall, if you get a good shortstop, make him a DH. I mean, that's also a thing I could do. You know what? Let's go Kevin Gross. Because, I mean, Jose Alvarado's here. Lefty. Extreme ground ball. I mean, it could be interesting to see what happens. I don't know. I do need a bullpen guy. Let's go Gross. Let's finish out the rotation. So Niehoff and Gross. Let's see what we get here in round 8. Got John King, Kevin Biggio, Craig Skoke, Matt Adams, Patsy Doherty, Bill Campbell, Gene Nelson, Joe Kelly, Don Hurst, Eric Young, George Shuba, and Chris Coughlin. Well. So Matt Adams, that is not a left fielder. Could be a DH. Chris Coughlin, kind of the same deal, because I don't think Solters... Well, Solters could play right. Hope you're not hearing the fireworks in the background here. Jeez, oh Pete. No, let's go Bill Campbell. Let's at least get a reliever this round. I mean, Chris Coughlin could be interesting for the outfield. If I move Solters to right, which I could do. Craig Skoke is more of a fly ball guy. Gene Nelson's a fly ball guy. I'm going to go Campbell here at the very least. Patsy Doherty, probably not. John King. I really need to get moving here. You know what? We're going to go Coughlin. We're going to go Coughlin. Move Solters over to right. Come on, give me a shortstop. Craig Reynolds, yes. Perfect, perfect. We also got Bill Raridan, Mike James, Brendan Harris, Luke Weaver, Tony Horton, Fred Newman, Don Lenhart, Mike Piazza, Patty Bauman, Don Robinson, and Harry Rice. Ooh. Yep, 4th of July Eve fireworks. Yep. So Craig Reynolds, he's on the team. He's going to be on the team. So we got decent infield, I should say. Raridan, not really a catcher. Mike Piazza, I mean, he can hit. Could be interesting to have on the roster. Mike James. Ooh, Mike James could be an interesting pick here. Let's see. Let's see. Have options. I have options. Don Robinson's an interesting guy. We're going to go... I'm going to go bullpen. We're going to go Mike James. Might be making a mistake here, but we'll see what happens. To the bronze rounds. To the bronze rounds. Let's see what we're getting here. Got Fred Lewis, Ryan Rayburn, Ha-Seong Kim, Jake Cave, Bill Hall, Frank O'Rourke, Maurice Vanderbees, Felix Milan, Mickey Brantley, Joe Palumbo, Francisco Barrios, and Marty Barrett. Our good pal Marty Barrett. You know what? I'm going to grab Marty Barrett because I like him over at second. At least for the bat. Let's see. No relievers in this round, doggone it. Mickey Brantley's here. He has the bat to play outfield. I mean, Ryan Rayburn's here too. Well, let's get some backups in. Let's grab Rayburn here. Or you know what? Ha-Seong Kim. I've heard a lot about Ha-Seong Kim. Could be a good infield backup as well. So let's grab him. Did we get 2 catchers? No, we have not gotten a second catcher yet. Haven't really found a good one. So let's keep going. Not seeing a... Okay, we got a couple catchers this round. Johnny Oates and Scott Bradley. Yeah. We got Steve Boros, Hy Vandenberg, Del Gaynor, Gus Bell, Joe Delahanty, Mauricio Dubone, Ernie Riles, Roland Office, Earl Jones, and Cody Allen. Oh boy. Delahanty. Now they can back up outfield, I guess. That's not a bad idea. Let's see. Hy Vandenberg. I do need some bullpen guys, but man, he'd be a gas can. So would Earl Jones, especially with extreme fly ball. Oh boy. Well, I do need some relief pitching. But I also need a catcher. Has anybody been counting catchers? Has anybody been counting catchers? I really don't want to pick Johnny Oates. But also Scott Bradley has a decent bat. Yes, Oates is a catcher. It literally says catcher. 50 catcher ability and 55 arm, though. But I like the bat on Bradley a lot more. I'm going Bradley. Might be a bad idea, but we're getting Bradley. All right, let's see. Okay, we're getting reliefs this round. We're getting Frank Funk, and we're getting someone else. Let's see. Ooh, Willie Mo Pena's here. We also got Nick Madrigal. Oh man. Oh man. Why does Nick Madrigal have to show up here? Fart. Okay, I need a reliever this round. I really need a reliever this round. So we got Frank Funk. Let's grab a 4th. Sam Hines. Sure, we'll go Dwayne Underwood. Why not? Why not? But I mean, Nick Madrigal still exists. But it's not the gold. Ham Hyatt's good at first. I mean, that's not terrible. All right, let's go. Last round, last round. Okay, good. We were right at the end of our rope with catchers. Good. All right, so we need 3 relievers for my regular. Well, it's gonna have to be Trevor Richards. It's gonna have to be Sean Burnett. It's gonna have to be Michael Givens. Or we could use Jesse Foppert and have a little fun. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Givens. We're gonna get Foppert. That should be fun. And let's grab an outfielder, Metkovich. Or John Morris. Let's go. Ooh. Yeah, Metkovich. And then last but not least, we're going to get JT Riddle. All right. There we go. That's the roster. It is a roster. How has the streaming schedule changed? It has not changed. I'm starting at 8:15, like usual. So let's take a look at the roster here. Really went heavy on the pitching. So we got Joe McGinnity, we got Francisco Morales, we got C.J. Wilson, we got Miguel Batista, we got Kevin Gross in the rotation. Bullpen, we got Sean Burnett, Jesse Foppert, Frank Funk, Mike James, Trevor Richards, Dwayne Underwood Jr., and Bill Campbell. Catching, we have Scott Bradley and Lance Parrish for whatever it's worth. Then we got John Kruk at first. We have Barton Eichhoff at second, with Marty Barrett backing him up. Wander Franco over at third. Then we got Craig Reynolds starting at short with Ha-Seong Kim and JT Riddle backing up. Oh yeah, we added a Wednesday stream. That's right. That's right. Do have a new stream on Wednesdays. If you didn't catch the first episode, speaking of the new stream of The Big Idea with Scott Braun, it's going to be on Wednesdays moving forward for the next 9 or 10 weeks or so. Going to be a fun time. Going to be a fun time. I love the first episode. Alrighty. So in the outfield, we also have Chris Coughlin, Joe Delahanty, Don DiMaggio, George Metkovich, and Moose Solters. So Delahanty is actually going to be playing DH for us. I kind of like where we're at right here. Burton Eichhoff and Craig Reynolds up the middle should be good. Wander Frank over at third should be good. John Kruk with some good defense over there. I'm liking this team. Famous last words. But yeah, I'm kind of digging this team. So we'll see what happens. See what happens. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and go back to our regularly scheduled programming. And see where we're at in the tournament. Let's see. All right, we are into the finals. We are into the finals, and we are going to take a look and see who we will have in the finals based on the semifinal scores. And we have the Charlotte Stingers moving on to the finals with a 3-2 close win over the Seattle Malamutes. And then we have the challenger Deep Walshes with a 4-1 victory over Dinosaur Bob and the Pimlico Pirates. So that is your finals matchup right there. Challenger Deep Walshes and the Charlotte Stingers. So let's take a look at both teams, see how they got here. The Challenger Deep Walshes. Here was their road to the finals. First round, they defeated the San Diego Hustlers in a cakewalk first round bye. Then you got round 2, they defeated the El Monte Blazers 5-2. Then the third round, they defeated the Fairburn Flames by a final of 10-4. Then it got a little close there in round 4, defeating the Mayo Sandwich 6-5. And they had to score 4 runs in the 8th to do it, thanks to quite a few timely hits, including a Danny Mendick single, sac fly, then a nice little single there. Few singles there to give them a lead. 4-run 8th right there. Pretty good stuff. And then, in round 5, they got into the money by defeating the Los Angeles Vibes by a final of 9-1. Quarterfinals absolutely obliterated the Mudville Dead Sox by a final of 11-2. And then the semifinals defeating Dinosaur Bob and the Pimlico Pirates by a score of 4-1. Here's their roster coming into this one. They have Jose Mendez, Oscar Inoa, Lee Meadows, Matt Manning, and Dalton Jeffries in their rotation. They're going to have Lee Meadows starting game 1 of the series. In the bullpen, they got Ryan Brazier, Jeff Geary, Dick Lanahan, Justin Lawrence, Ryan Tepra, and Bob Wickman. Over on the hitting side, they have Tucker Barnhart and Austin Hedges at catcher. Really good stuff there with Austin Hedges on defensively. Carries a .318 on base percentage as well. Marty Cavanaugh over at first, and you got Bart Niehoff and Edmundo Sosa up the middle. Niehoff been having a good defensive tournament so far, plus 1.4 ZR. Bill Serena and Danny Mendick over at third, with Barry Larkin, Wayne Tollison, and Cole Tucker listed as their shortstops. Barry Larkin tearing the cover off the ball this tournament, .429, .567, and a 1,000 slugging percentage. Over in the outfield, they'll have Brennan Davis, who's batting .407 with 3 dingers. Christian Robinson over in center, and Pedro Leon in right with Patrick Kivlahan and Pat Sheridan backing up the outfielder. So let's take a look now at their opponents, the Charlotte Stingers. I love that the name sounds like it could be said with an accent like Charlotte. The Charlotte Stingers. Here's what they have to work with here. Here's how they actually, first of all, here's how they got here. First round, a 6-0 win over a 6-0 bye game over the Toronto Suns. So meh. And then in the second round, they defeated the Richmond Rippers by a final of 6-5. They had to score 4 runs in the 7th to do it, hold off some furious rallies from the Rippers. Then in round 3, it was a 6-3 victory over the Long Beach All-Stars. Kind of pulled away a little bit early there. Round 4. The Motown Hitmakers gave them a challenge here, a 12-11 slugfest victory for the Stingers in that one. Round 5, to get into the money, they defeated the Chesterfielders by a final of 6-0. A nice shutout performance by Charlotte's pitching with Bergman, Piamps, and Chafin getting the job done. Quarterfinals, they defeated the Richmond Hill Riot by a final of 11-3. And then the semifinals, the Seattle Malamutes were their latest victim, a 3-2 victory for the Stingers, holding off a rally in the top of the 9th. So that's who we have. So here are the Charlotte Stingers lineups here. They have Sean Bergman, Dave Ferris, Sam McDowell, Mike Musina, and Simeon Woods Richardson in their rotation, and Richardson is going to be their guy in Game 1. Bullpen-wise, they'll have Tom Borland, Andrew Chafin, Bill Daly, Paul Fry, Tom Norton, and Joel Piamps, David West, and Bruce Taylor going with an 8-man bullpen in this one. Catching, they'll have Aramis Garcia's live card, and Ramos Garcia and Tyler Houston behind the plate. Over at first, they'll have Hanley Ramirez manning first base, hitting .280 with 3 homers so far. Adam Dunn, their DH, absolutely mashing the crap out of the ball. .391, .533, .913 with 4 dingers and 9 RBI. Will Craig is also here at first. Second baseman is Ryan Sandberg. Third base is Lave Cross. And their shortstop is J.P. Crawford. Outfield-wise, they'll have George Foster manning left field, hitting .417 so far. Dustin Ackley backing him up over there. Max Carey in center field with Anthony Alford backing him up. And in right field, Tyler Colvin, who's hitting .524 in 6 games so far in this tournament, with at least 3 multi-hit games. 4 of them, actually. So let's take a look at the bullpen situations for both teams. The Stingers only have 2 real rested relievers. Joel Payamps at 78%, David West at 83%. The rest, 52, 55, 28, 55, 48, and 68. Bruce Taylor, the next closest in line to really seeing action for the Stingers. As for their opponents, the Deep Walshes, they got a pretty rested bullpen here. Jeff Geary and Bob Wickman are the only ones below 79% they're considered tired. Ryan Brazier's at 82, Dick Lanahan's at 100, Justin Lawrence at 79, Ryan Tepper at 97. So we'll see what happens there. Lee Meadows gained the start for the Challenger Deep Walshes in his first round matchup against the Fairburn Flames. He went 7 1/3, 7 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, giving up a dinger, 9 Ks, 1 walk, and 7 fly balls to 5 ground balls, in getting the W in that matchup. And as for the Stingers, Simeon Woods Richardson, here's what he's looking like coming in. In his first matchup against the Long Beach All-Stars, 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 strikeouts, no walks, and a homer. 10 ground balls to 4 fly balls as well. Don't think I've ever picked Ramirez in the perfect round, but it's worked for the Stingers. It certainly has worked out a little bit for the Stingers. Not quite as good as some of their other batters like Dunn or Cross or Foster, but he's holding his own. .280 average, 3 homers, 8 RBIs in the tourney. Tyler Colvin and Ryan Sandberg have also been hitting well. They're actually 34th in batting average in the entire tournament, which really doesn't mean a whole lot, but it's not terrible. So we are awaiting our Game 1 matchup between the Challenger Deep Walshes and the Charlotte Stingers. Let's take a look at, let's find out who you guys think are going to win this one. Type 1 in the chat if you think the Deep Walshes are going to win. Type 2 in the chat if you think the Stingers are going to take the victory tonight. I'm interested to see what you guys think. Wish Colvin could have done that with the Cubs in 2010. You know, you're not wrong. You are not wrong there whatsoever. As we await our Game 1 sim in the finals, one of those teams are going to be getting Cupid Childs tonight. Which one had Larkin? That was, I believe, the Deep Walshes. Deep Walshes are the ones that had Larkin. They're hitting pretty well for themselves, too. They have a .357 batting average as a team coming into this one. So we have 2 really good offenses coming into this one. Yuka with the great analysis. Putting in 7 numbers. Hopefully in no particular order. All right, first game is in. The first game is in between the Challenger Deep Walshes and the Charlotte Stingers. It's going to be a battle of 2 great offenses and some decent bullpens. Let's find out. Let's go to the game screen right now. So Simeon Woods Richardson on the mound for the Stingers. Wayne Tollison, the DH, leading things off for the Deep Walshes. Richardson has him in a full count to lead things off. It's a beautiful night for baseball here at Perfect Park. Lights are on. We are ready to go. The full count pitch from Richardson, and he walked in ball 4. So a leadoff walk to start the game for the Deep Walshes. And that's where we stay. It's runner on second with 2 outs for Burton Eichhoff, the cleanup man. Full count pitch from Richardson, and that one's lined into left field for a base hit. It's going to go off the wall. Coming in to score is Tollison. Here comes Eichhoff for second, and he's going to trot on in with an RBI double. And the Deep Walshes are up 1-0 here in the first. We move ahead to the bottom of the first. Lee Meadows on the mound for the Deep Walshes. J.P. Crawford at the plate for the Stingers. Runner on first. Nobody out is Max Carey. Here's the 1-2 to Crawford. Swinging a ground ball third. This could be 2 to second for 1. The relay in time for the double play. Sosa to Eichhoff to Barnhart for the double play to keep the Stingers off the board. Or at least early on. We stay in the bottom of the first. Runners on first and second now with 2 outs for Hanley Ramirez, who we mentioned a little earlier, has been sneakily good for the Stingers at 3 dingers so far in the tournament. Here's the pitch, and that one's lined into center field. That's going to be a base hit. Here comes Dunn rounding third. He's coming home. The throw from Sheridan in center is not in time. And the Stingers have tied the game at 1. So now we'll bring up Tyler Colvin, the right fielder. Still here in the bottom of the first. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch coming from Meadows. Swinging a liner up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Colvin. Here comes Foster for third. He's going to try to score. Here comes Sheridan's throw. It's not in time. And the Stingers take a 2-1 lead here in the first. And now I'll bring up Ryan Sandberg, the second base, as we are still here in the bottom of the first. The 1-0 from Meadows, and that one's popped up center field. That one's going to fall in. Here comes Ramirez for the plate, and the throw home, not in time. And the Stingers have scored 3 runs in a row. And they take a 3-1 lead here in the first. Move ahead to the top of the fourth. Stingers still up 3-1. Runner on second for the Deep Walshes here with 2 outs for Cole Tucker, the right fielder. The 1-2 from Richardson. Swinging a line drive right field. That's going to be a base hit. Eichhoff coming to third. Throw coming home from the right fielder Colvin. It's not in time. Eichhoff will score. And the Deep Walshes are back within 1. It's 3-2. So that will bring Barry Larkin to the plate as we move ahead to the top of the 6th. New pitcher in for the Stingers is the lefty Paul Fry. Extreme ground ball pitcher. Some good stuff, some decent movement. The control's a little iffy. But he'll face Larkin to start things off here in the 6th. Count 3-1, the pitch from Fry, and that one's way, way, way in the dirt. And it's a leadoff walk to the Deep Walshes shortstop. So I'll bring up Burton Eichhoff, the second baseman. The 1-1 from Fry, and that one's popped up. Right side of the infield, it'll be the first baseman, Ramirez, taking care of this one. 1 gone here in the 6th. So now Larkin making it all the way over to third. He probably stole a couple bases there. And now he's ready to tie this game potentially as Barnhart comes to the plate. Runner on third, 1 out, the 0-1 count from Fry. Swinging a high fly ball. Deep left field, but it's going to be playable for Foster. He'll make the play. Larkin coming home. The throw from Foster, not in time. And the Deep Walshes have tied this game at 3. So that will bring us to the bottom of the 6th. Still 3-3. Hanley at the plate. George Foster on first with nobody out. The first pitch from Ramirez, and that one's popped up into left. Coming in is Kivlahan to make the play. 1 gone here in the 6th. Top 7 coming up now. No, don't do this. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-0 pitch, and that one's blasted. Deep left center field. Gone! Patrick Kivlahan off of Andrew Chafin. And the Walshes retake the lead for the first time since the first. 4-3 the score. So the Deep Walshes take the lead here in the 7th, and we move ahead to the bottom of the 7th. It's now 4-3. Lee Meadows still on the mound for the Deep Walshes. Max Carey at the plate. No way on. 2 outs. The full count pitch, and that one's lined into left field. And that one's going to be a base hit off the wall. Rounding first, heading for second is Carey. No, you are not doing that. There is no giveaway. There is no giveaway. No. 2-2 now to J.P. Crawford. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Meadows gets a big strikeout to retire the side. So the Stingers leave a man on second with 2 outs, and it's still 4-3. We move ahead to the top of the 8th. Pat Sheridan will lead things off here in the top of the 8th against Tom Borland. 2-1 pitch. Swing a line drive. Base hit right field. It'll go down into the corner. Sheridan rounding first, heading for second. He's going to be in there, sliding in with a double to lead things off. Move ahead a few batters, and here's Tucker Barnhart at the plate. Facing Borland, runners on first and second, 1 out. The 2-2 pitch from Borland. Swing a ground ball to first. This might be 2. They step on the bag for the first out. Throw to second, not in time. So they get the first out. And now with 2 outs, bases are now loaded for Cole Tucker. Facing off with the new pitcher, David West. First pitch, bases loaded, 2 outs. Big opportunity here for the Walshes to break this one open. It's grounded right back to the pitcher, West. Throws to first in time to retire the side. So the Deep Walshes, with an opportunity to break this game even wider open, nothing doing there. Bottom 8, Lee Meadows still on the mound for the Deep Walshes. He's going deep into this game. Adam Dunn leading off, the 1-0 pitch. Popped up. Way up there on the infield, it'll be the pitcher, Meadows, calling everybody off for the first out of the 8th. 2 outs now for Hanley Ramirez. 0-2 pitch from Meadows coming to Ramirez. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Meadows with a big strikeout to retire the side. To the 9th inning we go. We move ahead to the bottom of the 9th. The Deep Walshes couldn't do anything in the top inning. So Bob Wickman looking to close out game 1 for the Deep Walshes. Tyler Colvin leading things off, the count 0-2. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 gone. One gone here in the bottom of the 9th, and here's Ryan Sandberg. First pitch from Wickman. That one's ground to short. Picking it up is Larkin. Throw to first in time. 2 gone. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 9th, and here's Dustin Ackley to pinch hit for the catcher spot. 0-1 pitch from Wickman. Swinging a fly ball right field. Playable for the right fielder Tucker, and that'll do it. The challenger Deep Walshes take game 1 here in this best of 3 final here in the weekly showdown. 4-3 the final. So the first game in the books, the Deep Walshes taking it by a final of 4-3. Key blows in the 4th, 6th, and 7th. After a big 3-run first for the Stingers, Stingers had their chances, but they really couldn't do a whole lot. Lee Meadows, a good outing for him. 8 innings, 9 Ks, 3 runs, all of them unearned, and 8 hits. That's kind of thanks to some errors. Or actually, how were those unearned? So let's see, we had the single, then the double play, then a strikeout passed ball. Oh. So here's the thing with Meadows. He only gave up those 3 runs. He would have had a 1-2-3 inning here in the first, but Adam Dunn struck out swinging. It was a passed ball on strike 3, and Dunn reached first. And that led to the single for Foster, the single for Ramirez, the single for Colvin, the single for Sandberg. Holy moly. Wow, 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 wow. All right, we are going to get ready for game number 2. Game number 2 coming down the pipeline. Will the Deep Walshes take it and Cupid Childs? Or will the Charlotte Stingers force a game 3 tonight? Let's find out together. Here in game number 2. Sim is loading in as we speak, and let's go to the game screen. It'll be Huascar Inoue taking the mound for the Deep Walshes, trying to take the series here, as Max Carey will lead things off for the Stingers. First pitch coming from Inoue here in just a little bit. Carey swings, flies this one into right field. Playable for Sheridan, and he'll make the play. One gone here in the first. Good start for the Deep Walshes on the pitcher's mound. We move ahead to the bottom of the first. Deep Walshes are at the plate. Brennan Davis with 2 outs, nobody on, facing Silver Mike Mussina for the Charlotte Stingers. The first pitch from the right-hander coming. Swinging a high fly ball, deep right field. Davis giving this one a ride. It's gone. Ball go far for Brennan Davis. 366 feet on the shot. And the Deep Walshes take a 1-0 lead. We move ahead to the bottom of the second. The Deep Walshes looking to score a little bit more. First and second with 2 outs for Edmundo Sosa, the shortstop. Mike Mussina in a little bit of trouble here. 3-1 pitch. And he walked in ball 4. Bases loaded for the Deep Walshes with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Christian Robinson, the center fielder. Count 0-2, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to short. This should end the inning. The throw from the shortstop Ramirez is in time to retire the side. Hanley Ramirez playing shortstop for the Charlotte Stingers in this one. Interesting stuff there. Walsh is still in front 1-0 as we move ahead to the top of the third. Charlotte looking to tie this game. They got runners on first and third with 2 outs for Adam Dunn. Inoue has Adam Dunn in a 2-1 count. The line and the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball. Deep right field. Going back and it's gone. Ball go far for Adam Dunn. And the Stingers take a 3-1 lead here in the third. 5th home run of the tournament for Adam Dunn. Big shot for the big donkey. But, as we all know, the last time the Stingers had a 3-1 lead, they blew it over the next few innings. Let's see if history will repeat itself or if history will be defied. Bottom third, first and second, 2 outs. 1-0 pitch from Mussina to Eichhoff. The delivery, swinging a high fly ball, center field, fairly deep, and that one's going to bounce and go into the stands. It's going to be a ground rule double for Burton Eichhoff. That'll score Tollison, and that'll make it 3-2. So we stay in the bottom of the third after the double. Here's Pat Sheridan, the right fielder. Second and third, 2 outs. The pitch from Mussina. Swinging a line drive, center field, base hit. Serena will score. Here comes Eichhoff for the plate. The throw home is in time. Oh, what a throw from Max Carey to cut down Eichhoff at the plate. But not before the Deep Walshes tie the game at 3. And that's the score as we move ahead to the bottom of the 5th. Brennan Davis leading things off against Mussina. Full count pitch coming. Swinging the line drive right field. That one's going to go into the corner. Nobody was there in right field practically. Here comes Davis for second. He's going to slide on in with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 5th. Couple batters later, there's 2 outs now. The Deep Walsh has got to run across, so it's now 4-3. Pat Sheridan now at the plate. Marty Cavanaugh on second with 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch from Mussina. Swinging a line drive right field. That one's going to fall in for a base hit. Here comes Cavanaugh for the plate. The throw home from Colvin. Not in time. And the Deep Walshes take a 5-3 lead. Move ahead to the top of the 8th, and that's where our score stands. Dick Lanahan on the mound now for the Deep Walshes, trying to keep this a 5-3 game. Dunn at the plate. Runner on first, 2 outs and a 3-0 count. Lefty on lefty here. The pitch from Lanahan. Way inside, ball 4. Ramirez will go to second. Dunn to first with 2 outs. And that'll bring up George Foster. A big at-bat here for the big guy. First pitch coming from Lanahan. Grounder. Right back to the mound. Great reflexes by Lanahan, picking it up off a bounce. Throw to first in time. And that will retire the side. Still 5-3 as we move ahead to the bottom of the 8th. Bill Daly on the mound for the Stingers. Wayne Tollison leading off. Well, actually, no, with 1 out. Nobody on that one's lined up the middle for a base hit. Tollison with a 1-out single there. And that's all she wrote for the bottom of the 8th. We move ahead. Top 9. Lanahan trying to close it out. Runner on first. 2 outs for Will Craig. With 2 outs here at the top of the 9th. Lanahan 1 strike away from giving the Deep Walshes a Cupid child. The 0-2 coming to Will Craig. Swing and a miss, strike 3 and a high fastball. And the challenger Deep Walshes are your This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown champions. Final score 5-3. Congratulations to the challenger Deep Walshes. A 5-3 comeback victory. And a 9-0 record in the tournament. Congratulations. They have just won the Weekly Showdown and a very valuable Cupid Childs from the 1892 Cleveland Spiders. Their opponents, the Charlotte Stingers, they're not going home empty-handed. They're going to get a Jeff Montgomery from the 1989 Kansas City Royals. 3rd and 4th place tonight will be getting a starting pitcher, Randy Johnson, from the 1993 Seattle Mariners. 5th through 8th is going to get Joe DiMaggio from the 1942 New York Yankees. And 9th through 16th, it's getting special edition center fielder Starling Marte from the 2019 Pittsburgh Pirates. Congratulations again to the Deep Walshes on their victory. And thank you to all of you for tuning in for tonight's This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown. It's been great to hang out with y'all tonight. If you want to keep tabs of all the streams we do throughout the week, don't forget we will have Baseball Bingo with Yukar and Cosme tomorrow night at, I believe, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So don't you miss that. It's going to be fun. She's going to be starting a new franchise. A new franchise starting tomorrow. So you don't want to miss which one we will be getting next. And also, I will be back on Sunday night after DRC's Perfect League World Series broadcast with the Perfect Team Weekly Prep. So you don't want to miss any of the streams we have coming up this weekend. And also, if you want to follow me on Twitch, I'm at Dishnet34. I've got a few streams going on this weekend as well, including teaming up with our good pal Yuka for Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind. You don't want to miss that. Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. A little bit of self-promo there. Hopefully the powers that be don't mind. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. If you want to follow us on social media, we are at OOTP Developments and at OOTP Perfect Team on Twitter. You can also follow us on Twitch by hitting the heart button down there in the bottom right-hand corner. You'll be notified every time we stream. And if you want to join our Discord, we are at discord.gg/OOTP. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night, everybody. Dishnet34, signing out.